Hi, my favorite people. I am Kritika, your marketing girly turned into a AI agent builder. And today I wanted to talk about something that bothers me a lot. So, have you ever written a piece of content that you knew was good, but it landed like a dead tweet? No clicks, no comments, no likes, no conversions. I've been there, you have been there, we have all been there. It's not just frustrating, it's confusing. Most of us are building content in the dark. We guess what our audience wants, we write from logic, not emotion. And we spend hours and also thousands on ads and writers and tools, all trying to hit a moving target that we don't fully understand. Here's the hard truth: people do not buy because a product is great, people buy because there's a gap, a desire, a space between where they are right now and where they desperately want to be. And as a founder, creator, agency owner, marketer, it's your job to channel that desire. So I'm building something to solve that problem. An AI agent that takes your product, your audience, where they are in the customer journey, and it writes the kind of content that will hit right in the gut. It will do three things: connect to a real emotional desire, channel that desire into copy, and the third and my most favorite part, it will optimize that content to be picked up by ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, and other LLMs. SEO is not just enough right now. We need LLMs to pick up our content and boost it. You know that, I know that. And it's smarter than that. You tell it what type of content you're writing: blog, landing page, newsletter, and it raps. You get different outputs, different lengths, different tones, but the same magnetic pull that makes people say that this was written for me. So let's just dive in the video. I'll show you exactly how I am building it so that you can do that too. It will be zero fluff, zero code, hopefully, or a little bit code, let's see. And I'm going to give it away for free for the first few people so that you can try it out, give me feedback, and also, main part, stop guessing what your audience wants and try it out for yourself. So after we are done, find the link and try it out, and subscribe if you want more emotional, human first automations that actually grow your business. Let's get started. So, to start with and understand what our audience is and where they are in a specific part of their journey, I've created a form that you will need to fill. It will ask you questions like the style or theme of the landing page. It matters. And then what you said. Actually, let's just fill it out right now so that we can use this data to connect our nodes and do things. So, put my email. Now that we have done that, we'll come into our innate N and we'll start our first step by watching the row in that sheet. So the Google form, it's obviously storing responses, right? So we'll just go to the Google Sheet. Here we are with our data. Cool. So here we are. We'll start with a Google Sheets trigger on row added. And you'll have to connect your Google Sheet account if you haven't done already. And then we'll just go ahead and choose the document and the sheet and on row added. Okay, fetch test event. Cool, it's taking the data. Amazing. Now, the other problem I usually see with these workflows when we are starting with a Google Sheets trigger, that the system does not know which row we are talking about. So I want to remove duplicates that we processed in the previous executions. Think I'll obviously use the email, which is where? Hmm. The email address to dedupe on. There's nothing to test here. And now we'll go to the third step. Okay, so the third node can be basic LLM chain because we are going to give it a specific prompt and it will give us a specific output and say, I am selling. And what do you sell? It's for their current situation is. Their desired outcome is what they want, where they are in their buyer journey. Oopsie daisies. Their emotional state about the problem. And the type of content I'm generating is what type of content are you writing? The tone of the content should be this. Okay, looks good. Add a system prompt. You are a world-class conversion copywriter and biopsychology expert trained in principles of Eugene Schwartz, Robert Cialdini, and SEO optimization for AI systems like ChatGPT, Gemini LLMs. Your job is to decode customer desires and write copy that speaks to their emotional pain and hope, uses biopsychology, and is SEO structured to be discoverable by LLMs. You do not guess desire, you channel the real existing emotional motivations of buyer and write compelling, useful, and emotionally resonant content from that. I like it. We also need to give it what specifically we want. Okay, let's test it out now. Hopefully, this works. Great. Now it's giving us specific outputs. But then it's not dividing the content for the content types. So we need to change the input a little bit. Let's give it format guidelines. Okay, amazing. So it's giving us social media post variations and what else? I just want to see if it's giving us. Okay. Hmm. Amazing. So it's giving us the output in a way that we want. Do we want an output parser? Let's see. Okay. This is the problem I was expecting it to do. No problem. So what we can do is we can append our row in the sheet where they have asked. Actually, we can update the row. So we'll choose our document and our sheet, and then we will ask it to update the row with our results. Oh, it worked finally. Okay, it looks like we have the updated results here. Now I want it to route the data depending on what it is. So first of all, I think let's use a text classifier and take results and add category, blog, blog content created. Mm, We need a model subnode. Let's see. Okay, it branched our data to social media posts. Amazing. So now we'll send it to, depending on what it did, send a message. To will be to the email address, and we'll do the email type as a text, of course. The subject is here's. Actually, let's be a little more creative. In the message, we definitely need to drag and drop the results, expressions. Wow, it's also giving us an image example. That is amazing. So, cool. Let's go back. Our your social media post. So we'll need to give it a subject and a body, of course. For subject, we can say something as simple as your social media posts are ready. Find them inside. Email type will be text and message will be ready, and then we'll just drag and drop the results. Sign off. And now we'll need to do it for all of the content types so that it works. Two will be the email address that we have. We'll need to execute each node for specific type of content, but you get it. Okay, this was blog. So your blog post draft is ready. And then we'll have to drag and drop the results. But that is how it will work. So let's do that again for all the nodes. We are on landing page. So Gmail, send a message. Oops. Hey there. Here's the newsletter draft you requested. We'll drag and drop the results here. We need the email address. So we'll just pick it up from the node that's working. And yeah, do it again for newsletter as well. I think we put wrong data into the landing page. So, okay, so if we wanted to go one step further, and let's say if I wanted to post this on my social media as well, I personally would want to check it out. But once you are sure that it works, then you can, for example, I wanted to post it on my LinkedIn. So I'll just need to add my credentials and we can do that. If you wanted to post directly on your WordPress website, you can add your credentials and add the post here, drag and drop the results. It's super amazing what we can do. And for newsletter, let's say we wanted to send it to our mailgun, we can do that. You just need credentials for each of these apps, which I do not have, but this is how it will work. Plug and play, connect your credentials, and let me know if it works for you. And if it doesn't, I'm happy to make edits and changes for you. So, yeah, let me know. Have a great day. Bye.